Hi, my name is firefighter Mike Pulaski. Welcome to the Broadway Fire Station, Station 4 here in Concord, New Hampshire. I'm going to give you a brief tour of the station. We'll start by coming in here. This is our front office. On duty today, this is Captain Scott Anstey, station captain here at Broadway, and Fire Marshal Sean Brown.
Good morning.
Visiting with us today. Over in this, our other office here, we have firefighter Bob Andrews, firefighter Eric Booker.
Good morning.
In these offices, we do regular business. The captain does all of his paperwork. Officers do paperwork. When we have calls, we do our paperwork in here and take care of different things. Since we are here all day, we do have a kitchen where we prepare our meals. This is firefighter paramedic Mike Langeal, who's actually busy right now getting lunch together for our crew. We eat together. We try to do as much together while we're here because teamwork and being able to work together is very important in our line of work. We'll keep moving forward. I can show you the apparatus bay. Now, the way the fire department works, we have 4 battalions or 4 shifts. One's on duty at all times. We work day shift and night shift, so we take turns. And here's where we keep all of our gear. So all these shifts are off duty right now, and this is where the guys who are working today keep their gear. We're not here. So this station has 20 firefighters or fire officers or paramedics assigned to it, and we all keep our stuff in here during our off days. The Broadway station has 3 pieces of apparatus assigned to it. We have this first one is our Forestry 4. It's been used quite a bit already this year because it's been so dry. We use it so that we can access places off-road easier than the fire engine would be able to. It has a small pump on the back, and it's equipped with quite a bit of forestry hose so that we can hook into the pump and then get off into the woods to extinguish the fire or whatever the case might be. Sitting in front of it is Ambulance 4. It's one of the busier pieces of apparatus in the city. It does quite a few medical calls. The 2 firefighters that work on it are also fully qualified firefighters. So when we do have a fire, they will respond in the ambulance, then work with the engine crew as part of the engine crew. We can hop in it real quick. Okay, so this is our ambulance. The city has 3 ambulances. If you were inside of them, they would look basically just like this. It functions almost as a hospital room, just like an ER. It's very sterile. We have all the equipment to do pre-hospital care. One of our new devices that we have is this right here. It's called a Lucas 2. It actually helps with CPR compressions. It was bought through a grant. It helps to keep the compressions very steady and very uniform, and has been shown to have very good results. We handle a lot of medical calls for the city. We also do some mutual aid for towns around here that don't have paramedic care. And that's basically our ambulance. And then this is our fire engine. The city has 3 engine companies here, Station 5, which is in Pennacook, and Station 7, which is in the Heights. The engine companies basically work again with the ambulance, and our job is at fires to basically suppress the fire and to put it out. We're the ones who stretch the hoses into the homes or businesses and actually get water to the fire and extinguish the fire. At Central Station on North State Street, we have a truck or a ladder company, and the ladder company essentially will do all the support things to make the engine company's job easier. They vent the building to let the smoke and the heat out. They'll do search and rescue. They'll do forcible entry to allow us to get into the building. They handle all the shutting down all the utilities, all those things, so that the engine companies can actually get the water to the fire and work together to put the fire out. So basically the fire engine, we have a pump operator who sits up front. That's firefighter Andrews, who you met a little bit earlier. So his job at the fire will be to get water from the hydrants or from a lake or a pond into the truck through this right here, this Jaffrey valve. The water goes in, and then he controls where it goes with all these gears, switches, levers, all this stuff. And so he basically will pull these to send water to the smaller hoses, which are back here, and then My job would be to pull the hose out and take it into the building with the captain and with the 2 guys from the ambulance, and to get water to the fire and put it out. Now, in addition to putting out fires, the fire engine and our crew will go with the ambulance to almost all of their medical calls. Everybody that works here is either an EMT or a paramedic, so we all work together, the 5 of us at medical calls, to make them as efficient and as good for the citizens of Concord as possible. We go to car accidents to check for hazards and to check for medical issues at car accidents, and a slew of other different types of rescue calls and things of that nature. If you come around here, this is the back of the engine. Most of the shifts have a lieutenant. Every station has one captain. He's also in charge of the building and oversees everything that goes on in this station. We have a little computer here, and if you can see that, it tells us where the last call was, or when we have a call, it pops up on there and gives us information, the address, some information about the call and about where we're going. We have mapping systems on that computer, so we can look up where the hydrants are, and it makes it more efficient so that as we get there, we can start to plan things in the engine as we're actually going to the calls. So that's where the officer sits. If we come back here, Firefighter Andrews is going to show everybody the gear that we use for a fire, and it helps when we have children's tours here. We'll show them this so that once they're fully in their gear, they know what to look for if we come in. A lot of times kids will get scared because it is a intimidating look when you have all your gear on. It's noisy, and sometimes they've found that children in smoky buildings will tend to hide from the firefighters. So we try to show them what we look like beforehand so that they won't be so afraid. So basically, if the bell goes off, Bob would come and get his regular station boots off and step into his bunker pants. We already keep our boots in there to make it more efficient and easier. He pulls up his outer pants, puts his suspenders on so that they don't fall down, buckles up. And this is a hood. Well, you'll notice when he's all dressed that there's no skin exposed to the fire or to the heat. So the coat goes on over the hood. And there he goes. Clips that hatch closed, and now he's breathing nice, clean air. And he'll allow him to be inside a smoky building and continue to work inside the building. Well, thank you for stopping by to the Broadway Fire Station today. I hope that you found it informative. If you have any other questions about the Concord Fire Department or want to set up a tour or any sort of training, you can call Fire Administration or the Training Division at 225-8650. Thank you.